Welcome back to Miracles of the Season. I am Richard French. Now, it's said that Christmas, it's for the children, youngsters looking forward to the holidays all year long, eagerly waiting for the moment where they'll open up the present that they've been waiting and hoping for. But for some children, this time, however, well, this time of year no different than any other time, and maybe receiving a present really would be, in many ways, a miracle in itself. An all-volunteer group in Hauppauge, New York, they're trying to make miracles happen and bring a little holiday magic to some Long Island children who are less fortunate than others. Kevin Vesey has more.
I actually enjoy the wrapping portion of it, but mainly the outcome of the gifts when we hand them out this week sometime to all the kids that are just happy as happy could be, and knowing that we've helped out around the Christmas time.
Adrian Sorochetti is a senior at Hofstra University and plays on the school's lacrosse team. Every year, along with his teammates, he volunteers to wrap presents for some of Long Island's least fortunate children.
Knowing that you've helped someone and helped someone's family that much is just incredible, and it's an unbelievable feeling.
Adrian is part of an all-volunteer group called Christmas Holiday Magic. They collect, wrap, and distribute holiday presents to children living in shelters across Long Island. The organization was started in 1985 by Charlie Russo, who says it all began as a lesson for his children.
My own children were at that point where they weren't sure about Santa Claus, and we decided to teach them what the meaning of the holiday season was all about. We thought it was a good idea and a good learning experience, and it blossomed. This represents one kid's name's on it. Wrap it, write the kid's name, put it back in a bag, and down the hallway.
Back then, they worked with just one shelter and gave presents to 27 needy children. Last year, they delivered gifts to 8,300 kids, and Charlie says he expects to help even more this year.
We've got the highest homeless population we've ever had in the history of Nassau or Suffolk counties. We've got Sandy complications, so it's a pretty dramatic situation out there.
The way it works is simple. Kids write letters to Santa which are delivered to Charlie's army of volunteers. The volunteers then buy the presents either with their own money or, if they can't afford to, with the organization's money. The gifts are then wrapped and delivered to the children, usually by Santa himself. Charlie says what makes their work so special is that the kids actually get the presents they asked for.
It's a breath of hope, it's a breath of joy. To get what you ask for is, especially in times that we are right now, it's a very special gift for not just the kid receiving it, but definitely for all of these people. And that's why we call it magic, because that's where the magic comes from.
What do you think of Charlie for putting all this together?
I think he's amazing. I think he's his own little Santa Claus. He's got a heart of gold.
One of Charlie's volunteers is Lynn Elfie from Bayshore. This is Lynn's first year working with the group, and she says she's loving every minute of it.
What's better than wrapping gifts for Christmas? Especially for the fact that these are for children who wouldn't have it if there wasn't somebody like Charlie around to help get all of this stuff together in the first place.
We're a team.
And volunteering is not just for adults. Nick, a 7th grader at Comac Middle School, and 6-year-old Gio say they're having a blast bringing holiday magic to kids who don't have it as good as they do.
They don't have a lot of presents and we do.
I like giving a lot because I know I have a lot, and it feels good to give.
Young and old, the volunteers agree they're all bringing a little miracle to Long Island.
I think it's definitely a miracle, definitely. Charlie Russo's done a great job for everybody, and bringing us here and to be a part of it is just remarkable.
It's a little miracle for them.
This is more than a little miracle. I mean, I can't imagine not having stuff like this. It gives you all of the faith back in people, that people know that it's from the heart and you have to help those that don't have as much as you have.
Listen, even when the holidays are just a memory, the work of Christmas holiday magic, it's not over. The year-round organization works to send children to summer camp. They've even helped some pay college tuition. It's a terrific organization. Now, another nonprofit, this one in New Jersey, is also helping people, whether it be providing a hot meal or giving them instruction so they can feed themselves and even possibly launch a career. The organization is called Elijah's Promise, and its head chef believes that if you give people the tools to feed themselves, nobody in the community will ever go hungry. Pam Johnson calls her personal journey one that took her away from hunger and hardship and towards a vocation to help others, a miracle. Christy Duffy has her inspiring story.
It's been a long journey. It's been a long journey.
For Pam Johnson, gratitude is rooted in not always being on this side of the counter. She's head chef of a soup kitchen in New Brunswick called Elijah's Promise, but she used to come here for meals.
At one time, I was a guest. I used to come through here and eat.
She grew up in the projects in North Brunswick and struggled with drug addiction, but she changed her life, and she's been drug-free for 19 years.
I think it's a miracle every day when you're able to be one day above ground. It's a blessing, you know, to be able to share and give back.
After coming to the soup kitchen as a guest, a friend told Pam that they were also starting a culinary school.
As I was in the second class, I graduated in 1998.
5 minutes away from the soup kitchen, sounds of clanging, chopping, and cooking can be heard from the Elijah's Culinary School. Students of all different ages are baking confections and prepping raw vegetables, training for jobs in bakeries and kitchens.
They're learning how to do croissants, Danishes, puff pastry. They're learning how to do lean doughs and rich doughs.
Student Christian Rodriguez says he hopes to one day open his own bakery.
My last year of high school, I started getting into it, and from there I started looking for places to join in and do some classes.
It was an adventure, but I ended up coming, I ended up staying, I ended up enjoying it.
Pam Johnson believes the food, the sense of community, and giving people the tools to feed themselves transforms lives here every day.
Okay, go for it.
I just love what I do here because of the fact that I can give back now to the community.
The nonprofit is named for the prophet Elijah, who appears in the Talmud, the Bible, and the Quran. God asks the prophet Elijah to stay with a widow during a severe famine. When Elijah arrives, the widow explains she only has enough food for one last meal. Elijah promises her that if she shares the food with him, God will protect her from starvation. That miracle of suffering, sharing, and surviving is reflected in this kitchen.
It makes a difference when you've been on the other side of the track. And when you cross over, what do you do with that? You give back. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be able to give back because some people didn't make it. Somebody is not able, through addiction, to come back and say, you know what? I'm going to give back.
If you would like to give back, whether volunteering or donating, or just to find out more about the Elijah's Culinary School, please visit their website. That's elijahspromise.org. Also remember, if you're in need of some kind of help or even hungry for a meal, and we all know there are many, many out there, there are also a lot of organizations, in addition to Elijah's Promise, working to ease your burden. So please reach out to one of them. There are names and phone numbers scrolling at the bottom of your screen and also listed on FileSOneNewsLI.com. Again, don't hesitate to reach out and find some relief. No shame here in getting help in difficult times. More miracles of the season coming up after this break, so please stay with us.
Hello, I'm Sergeant First Class Bernice Green, stationed here at CRC here in Korea, and I would like to say hello and holiday greetings to all my wonderful family there in New Jersey. I wish you God's best, and I certainly want you to have a wonderful holiday this season. I love you, and God bless.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ding ding-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Hi, I am Senior Airman Paris Gabrielle, stationed here at Incirlik Air Base, and I would like to wish a Merry Christmas to my daughter Kaya, my mom Simone, my sisters Diamond and Raven. Merry Christmas. Oh, and my fiance at Warner Robins Air Force Base. I love you guys. See you soon.
And I'd like to send the holiday greetings out to my family, my beautiful wife, Christine, and my 3 beautiful children, John Michael, and my twin girls, Brianna and Janine. Happy holidays. I love you all.